needs to be dirt left behind.
You mentioned the landscaper next door, Brett, and I think it's a great example where
Yeah,
it's convenient, right? They dump the materials they need on your block, and then obviously use all that they need out of that, and there might be a little bit left over, and then you happen to spot the landscaper there, and you say, "Oh, mate, you got to get rid of that off my block," and all they do is just flatten it out. They make it look like it's gone, but
yeah,
it's now it's 100 mil of gravel over a quarter of your block.
yeah,
Like,
correct.
look at
And
that.
the bark is the prime example, because they'll dump a trailer load of bark, and it's quite often that black or funny coloured bark, and then they won't use it all. They'll just leave it there. Now all
Yeah,
of a sudden you've got to deal with bark, which is it's impossible to get rid of because you can't put it with clean fill soil. So it's a
yeah,
contamination, and it makes it really expensive to get rid of.
That's the word I think people don't understand is contamination. So we all get, high, tall grass and weeds and stuff you can physically see and that you stand on top of.
Yeah,
Um, you can get rid of that, move that, take that away. But I think the biggest misconception that I come across is their understanding of what contamination is. And that's that, like you said, Daz, that 50, 100 mil of crap that's in that top soil, so to speak, that
yeah,
needs to be scraped away. And that's the fundamental difference, I think, between getting a guy or a girl off Airtasker and doing it for a few $100. They won't do that. They will take all the stuff off the top, but they won't actually address the bigger issue, which is that top soil, so to speak, that's being contaminated. You can't have that under your slab. That's why a builder will say, no, no, not good enough. You've got to go back. It looks clear and then to the naked eye, but that's what we find. And then clients get frustrated with us when we're saying sorry, but the builder's knocked it back. And here's why. They're like, well, you should have told me that. Right? Well, we did tell you that. It's written in your quote. Here's what to do, how to do it.
yeah,
It's very common that that sort of stuff happens. So
yeah.
yeah,
The contaminated dirt or rubbish or whatever you want to call it on the block of land, that is the real expensive stuff. So if it's got rock in there, got bark in there, it's got cut-offs from wiring from the electrician, it's got a bit of gyp rock from the guy that did the plastering inside the house next door, it's got broken roof tiles. All of those little things mixed in with dirt are real expensive to dispose of. So we can separate them and move them around, but when you're talking about bits of wiring, it's
yeah.
it's really heavy with mixed in
Like the
with
size
dirt
of a nail
and
clipping,
rocks.
like
Like,
some.